Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another edition. I want to talk about our lineups for tomorrow. I think it's very important to see what's going to happen, what I think might be the formation for tomorrow's game against Tottenham in Champions League. So I went ahead and kind of did a little bit of a video about the formations, who I think should start, who I think has a better chance, who needs to be a part of the bench, all that stuff. But right away, I'm not going to take too much time. First of all, I want to start with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. I think we know for sure he is our number one goalkeeper right now. He's done a lot for us in that position, and I think there's no change there. I think he does what he does. It's very basic, very understandable as to why I think Marc-Andre ter Stegen will have another good game. He hasn't had the best of seasons. I mean, these past few games have been kind of tough in La Liga. But here we are in Champions League. I think that ter Stegen will be a little bit better at this time of the hour, because I think this is what Barcelona got him for, and to play for these kind of games. So big time player, goalkeeper, one of my best, one of my favorites. I think he will do very well. I think he will keep us in the game, and he's kept us in the game for a lot of the times. Next, who I want to go up, and I think our left back, Jordi Alba, I think he will continue to be a part of that left side. He has been wonderful. He's been great. He's the best left back we have, and I think he should start. There's no doubt that him and Messi have connected so well on those passes up in the front. He serves as a winger. He serves as a defender. All around great defender. I have nothing but good things to say about this guy. Next, our center back is Lenglet. Frenchman. He's one of the best. I think in the past he's shown that he's been really good. Recently he's been a little bit poor in form. We have to go with Lenglet because Umtiti got a red card last time around, and we're gonna miss him. Between Umtiti and Lenglet, I think Umtiti is a much better defender and a lot smarter. Lenglet has been in a kind of like a downward poor form lately. I think because of the red card in La Liga, it kind of shows us, that he is just not able to contain players who are strikers and forwards. He's struggling a lot through this campaign. I think we need to evaluate what we have in this young man. There's been rumors about getting another defender in January transfer window. We will see how that goes. I'm not sure how that will all play out. Barcelona is rumored to pay up to $84 million for I can't remember the defender's name, but he's one of the top defenders in Europe. We'll see what's out there. We will see how he performs from now to the rest of the season, and but I think this is the only option we might have at center back because of Umtiti. I want to know how much he has for the rest of La Liga season and the Champions League, if he does have to play in Champions League, because in La Liga, certainly this is what he's here for. He's here to back up Umtiti, and we will see how that plays out in the future. We will see how things go. Next up is Gerard Piqué. He is once again a veteran, knows the game well, understands what he's supposed to do. Lately, this back line has suffered. They've left open spaces available for the opponent to come and just chip in a goal and get past us. This wasn't an issue, in past games. These past few games, it has been an issue. PK is a veteran. Okay, I expect a lot more from him. I expect him to continue to be an example to this backline, because everyone looks for his advice. Everyone looks for what he does on the pitch. We need him back. We need him good. We need him strong. We need him smart. And that's this whole defense relies on this veteran right here. Nelson Semedo is he's got some learning to do. He's got some growing to do. I like his speed and I like his dribbling. He is really quick with his feet. He is really quick with decision making, but he lacks a little bit of defense in the back. And he's got to be able to stop whatever comes towards him. He's a great winger, don't get me wrong. He does a lot on that right side to provide an opportunity or an assist. He does that. He has that. And he has a potential. A lot of growing to do. But I think this will be a test for him in Champions League. Can he survive on that right side? Or does Sergio Roberto have to come back and fill in for him? Or somebody else? We will have to see. But for now, this is what I think am expected for this back line to do. Then this is what I think they're gonna have to get really smart. But the back line is going to be Jordi Alba, Lenglet, PK, and Semedo. And these guys should be able to handle Tottenham. They should, because Tottenham is not one of the strongest teams, but we should be able to handle them. We should be able to have a win, and we should be able to have a good defense in the back. Above Semedo and PK is our friend here, Rakitic from Croatia. He is one of the best midfielders I've seen, and he did real well during the World Cup. I think this man deserves a lot of credit, and I think he deserves a good contract when his contract comes up. But I think he should be good in Champions League against Tottenham. He has a lot of ability to see and overlook the field and see who's open. Great player. He can slide into Busquets' position if Busquets is ever hurt or having to sub him in. He would fill in really well. But Sergio Busquets is the best CDM in the game, and I mean center midfield defender. He does well with his feet. He does so well with reading who's open. He's one of the best defenders in the midfield, but I think he's going to do well. He's going to do well. I think he's going to be able to provide a good assist to Suarez and Messi up top. Coutinho is getting so much... I have so much respect for this player. This Brazilian young guy is just phenomenal. He does real well outside the box when he shoots. I'd say maybe like 80% of the time that he shoots from the outside of the box, he makes them. He's on a little bit of a slump as of late as well with goals. Those haven't been able to go in, but I expect him to have a good game in Champions League. Up top, I have Dembele. I think this will be an opportunity to showcase that he belongs in Champions League. He's still young. He's still a lot to grow. He's learning from Suarez and Messi, two veterans. He will do just fine. He will do just fine. I think he will have a goal. I think he will put Barcelona, continue to put Barcelona at the top. He does well on the left side, even though he's not right-handed or right-footed. I believe he's right-footed, but he does well nonetheless. He knows how to cut in. He knows how to be able to get a shot. All that stuff. Next up here is Luis Suarez. A little bit of a slump lately. Yes, I think so. I think he needs to get better. His passes are not as accurate as they used to be. His shots are not as accurate as they used to be. I think that he needs to prove himself because come to transfer window, maybe not January, but summer, we can get a striker and he can compete and challenge Suarez for it. And I think that's what needs to happen here. He needs to be challenged. That's, you know, and that's the only way we'll find out if he can really win that position. But I expect him to get a goal this time. It's been a long drought, but I expect him to go against Tottenham. I can't say enough about this man. I cannot say enough about this man. The best player in the world deserves better. He deserves better. He deserves for every single one of these players to perform at 100%. There is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. This man right here deserves so much credit for everything that happens up front and everything that happens around him. And I even dare to say that happens back here. Why? Because these men come back and look at him for assistance. That's how important this man is. He doesn't just stay on the right side. He moves in the middle. He moves to the left. He moves around all these spaces that make a huge difference right here in this side of the field. And that is how goals are being done. And I expect the Barcelona players to get one. I think on the bench we have Sergio Roberto. I think we should have had Malcolm. He's not going. And very underused young man who has so much talent. He should be a part of this team. He should be a part of this game. Even if he's on the bench. Because I think Malcolm on the bench can come off and substitute Dembele or Suarez. He's a good striker. He has good feet. He's really well. I've seen this guy. I've seen it in person when he came to Dallas. I saw him. He was phenomenal. I don't understand why we don't have some of these players come in and help the rest of the team. We have players like Malcolm that can help. Sergio Roberto, I think he can fill in the midfield. Or Nelson Salmedo. On the right side, which is his position. Or in the middle, but I think in the right side of the field is his position. But I think we'll have a good game, and I hope we win, because if we don't, we're going to have some major issues come the next morning. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you all today. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like. I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy the game. We'll see you later. Take care now.